No, it should be better now. But as you know, hello. I'm just going to do a little rundown of my Birmingham experience, I suppose. I don't know. But some of the Yu-Gi-Oh community know me as Ultimate Buffalo. I met up like people from 10, 20 years ago at the event, so that was really good. But yeah, it's just Aaron here, just giving a little bit of rundown of my tournament went really, and it's a shame really. It's ended up a bit of a disaster, I'd say, to say the least. No, it's just a bit disappointing really. Because I went to Bochum for my 40th birthday, and that was actually quite good fun. But yeah, I mean, did the 9 rounds in Bochum, and I don't know where I ended up, but the first two games I was 2-0, so it's like 2-0, 2-0. And then going into round 3, I was rank 11, table 40. And I was playing Ruby Sapphire, and that was actually pretty solid. Played against Justin Morales, who's a really good guy. And no, I just a slight little misplay with my turn 3, and that seemed to sort of upset my run for the rest of the day, really. It's just kind of sad. And could have gone to 1-1 or things if I just kept the Tamatura. But no, Morales is a really good guy. So if you checked out him, he managed to get top 4 in Bochum, so that was really cool. I was supposed to tour in Birmingham, just tour in Bochum, but I don't know. Yeah, Bochum ended up like whatever in the end. I had a chance going 5-2-2, and I think might have actually sneaked me into these top 120, so I would have gotten to let it go. Yeah, I don't know. Round 8 ended up being a disaster in the end, so I just let's screw it and just. I got the Rapunzel, so and then Birmingham. So I go to Birmingham, and it's just a disaster actually finding my hotel on the Friday night. So somehow one reason or another ended up going the wrong end of Coventry Road. So I spent the best part of now just trying to find where I was. And then get a bus towards NEC, and no, I did a hotel there. That was really late, so that's quite unfortunate. So yeah, I just sorting out cards and stuff in the end there at the hotel. And that was just got no sleep in the end, sadly, so I just came into the event and managed to get the registration, and yeah, no, I just did that, and registration, and I had like 3 deck lists, so I was going to go with 2 variants of builds of Ruby Sapphire, of Red-Amethyst, and then a Maurice Workshop Ruby Sapphire, which is pretty good. So you just go to Divinos, you go Prince John. It's quite, I'd say spicy, but it's pretty standard, I suppose, but only because yeah, so I was just going to go with that today. I mean, even if it wasn't quite, it's more like a glass cannon build, I suppose. You either just get overwhelming advantage with it, or it's a bit like you kind of might get a bit stuck with some invincibles and things. But I felt like if it just goes off, you just absurd advantage for it. But no, so I went with the Ruby-Amethyst in the end, but I couldn't find my Olafs for some reason, so I had more of a challenge-orientated build, I suppose you could say. It was just 4 crabs, 4 Olafs, 4 mini, and it was just like buff, exert, just make sure I had the field controlled, and I think I had like Tremaines and Elsa's, and it was just really good. But no, I just couldn't quite find all the right some bits in it, so I just went to some really crappy list in the end, and didn't quite have it optimal as how I wanted it in the end. And it was just running the Rafiki, so I was running Minnie Mouse. I'd say the deck list, but it's pretty much standard sort of stuff. I actually not bothered with the Elsa's in the end. I just went for the 2 CC sibling. I was teching Vanellope 3s, the 4-drop. I found her was actually really sick for taking out Diablos and stuff. So I was running the brawls and things, but you can just go turn 4, just rush into a Diablo because she gains evasive and rush. So it's good against the aggro decks. It's good against green. I felt it was actually really solid in testing. I was playing it in the winner case 1K the week before, but yeah. So but unfortunately, round 1, I thought I'd just gave the deck list, and I thought I'd adjusted my deck properly, but not until after the game I found out I was actually missing a brawl or 2 or something. So I was actually playing so I was actually playing legal deck. No, but I was playing green steel first game, and yeah, I had the Diablo and I just had no answer for it really, and so that just went really bad. In game 2 I was going to go Beaking Undisputed into Morph Robin Hood. He's got the Morph target, he's got one card in hand, I think, and it's like he's going to have like a Clarabelle or something. So we'll just go Beaking Undisputed, just go to the targets, but instead I just went for a rabbit play, and yeah, of course he just gets the Clarabelle and goes off. So not only was because I was just on like 2 hours of sleep, my deck was had the cards missing out of it, and I don't know, I think I was just sort of starting to wake up and just messed that game up entirely. So yeah, just lose for almost a reason really. The guy, the game went on for ages. I should have just scooped up game 1 as well, because game 1 just went on a bit of a grind, and I should have just scooped up when I was slight disadvantage, and then just got the draw really. So I didn't play for time very well. So round 2, it was just a standard Ruby-Amethyst mirror. I mean, there's not really much really to describe about really. The first game I just outground the advantage. He went second, right to lines with just not really much really to say really. The Medusas. You want to just go for the optimal plays. I mean, yeah, just round 1 I can't remember too much about it, but in round 2 I just raced really. He was going snowballing with rabbit bounces and stuff. He was just focusing on all the card advantage stuff. I was just going quest 2, castle, and he just too focusing. So at the end of the game, it's what I tend to sort of do. I feel like if I'm going second, I think I just try to race. I find, because this happens a lot of my Ruby-Amethyst mirrors, is I just find myself just racing because I don't set championships. Just go into Powerless Legacy. I was playing like a location-based sort of thing with travellers and stuff, and I didn't care about card advantage. I was down to like 1 card in hand. He had like a field. He had it's like I'm like 17 doors. You just think this and die, and I just play Protect the Castle, be prepared a single Tremaine for example, and it's just like you just go for the race, and I felt just going for the race just seemed to play out. So round 2 I just did that and just 2-0'd quite comfortably really, and going to game 3 I was against the workshop build I was going to play. But I could have actually quite solidly won the first game, but I went for a weird line of I'm going to control the field, dominate the field, and you just don't really need to do that because he's going Tamatoes and stuff. It's like fine, but he hasn't got the real item build up at this point, and I have a big Maui just threatening, and it's just like, what are you doing? Just quest. But snake. I went for first line. You go Rafiki, Mini, Snake. But what we're meant to do is ink for Snake and just race with the Rafiki and the Mini. That way you get that, and then you can just I did a line with just bouncing Crab to take out the Tamateur. But realistically, I'll do that once, bounce a Crab, pump up the Snake, take out the Tamateur, fine. But the second time, for taking the Tamateur, I needed to pump up the Maui. So pump up the Maui, he's on 9, bashes it. But I just kept the Maui back to keep it threatening, and you're not really meant to do that because Maui can't quest. So with the Snake, the Rafiki, and the Mini, if I did that, that would have been like 8 or 10 lore. I could have probably got a lot of them. So in the end, it just manages to go off and just out races in the end. So that was a bit more. And then game 2, I just get Castle Fling. Game 2's over in like 6 turns. It's just so and yeah, unfortunately, sadly, so I was on 1-1-1 at this point, which is not good, but it's fine. And just round 4, it was like going to be the game mode tournament, like most fun type. I think still song, very back and forth. He's down to like 2 cards in hand. He's been wheeling me, but he went Daisy, and I just get beeped. I was beeped like 3 times. He just kept making a big field. I just had all the answers clear, and it's really tense, really back and forth. And then it goes to line. He's got a queen and something else. And I'm just going to go, right, I've got the 9 ink, I've got 8 ink, I can ink a goat, we've got goat, Vanellope, Flynn, Fox, so we've got 8 ink, it's like fine. So we're going to put a rusher, probably Vanellope, rush into the queen, take it out, and just end at the border of go Flynn, Fox, or Flynn, goat, or something like that. So we just end with either a goat or a Madam Mim on the field, and he's down to like 1 card, and that was like a 2, a normal queen or something like that. but I completely fluffed the line somehow. So I end up just going goat fling, and it's like, no, you go ink the goat or you ink the fling. Even if I just played the goat, fine, bounce for false, get the 2 law, take out a thing, that'd been end of the world. Maybe just played a something, but no, I ended up just going goat fling, and I just got no Russia to take out the queen. It's like, oh, how can you just mess this up? It's so stupid. So I've been just doing stuff like that, and then yeah, just completely fluffing, and then you managed to go wheel, flute, managed to get the double song or something. But if you didn't do that, it would have been about 2 turns behind on the flutes. So, and I would have had like castles and stuff coming up. So I think it would have been pretty tense how it would have gone out. So I might have still maybe lost it. I don't know. But the fact that I completely fluffed the challenge, so that was annoying. And game 2 is like, you know what to do against Steel Song. You don't play 2 willpower characters into it. So I've got Mini, I've got Snake. You just go ink Rafiki, get Mini. Okay, he's got Cinderella. So if he still mages on, he can't snipe the Mini because she's got 3 willpower. It's fine. Okay, then round 2 you go turn 2, bounce the Mini, or request the Mini for 1, bounce the Snake, and Snake's got 3 willpower again, so you just can't still mage on. And I think I'm just too focused on the last game. We're just going to play Rafiki. Oh, still mage on Rafiki. Okay. Potentially I'll play Fling Friendly. Oh, just still mage on Fling Friendly. And you're just dead at that point. You're like 3 turns behind. You can't recover from that. So I don't know, either tilted or just, so just completely just throw the Amber Steel Soul game into it. It's actually going to be my favourite game of the day, but never mind for that. Round 4? In round 4 we go Emerald Lemon Lime discard, and that game is actually pretty tense because he goes quite wide with it all. He's getting like the Prince Johns. He's getting the discards. He managed to get a Bruno. He manages Bruno the rabbit, I think. He actually snipes the rabbit with the Bruno. So he managed quite struggling with this guy, but he gets I managed to dig into the Be Prepared. Managed to finally build Be Prepared. I'm on like 3 cards or something, 2 cards, quite low, but hit the Be Prepared. He managed to build up, stabilise that. He then plays a single Prince John. I've got like sibling cup in hand, but he just Be Prepared the single Prince John. And you think, oh, that's a bit of a waste. And whilst he was actually got in a bigger field, you think, oh, I'm actually going to try and actually shotgun the Be Prepared 2A, but it actually worked out quite well because I managed to stabilise with the rabbit, rabbit fox, draw, and I was challenging, rushing into stuff, and he couldn't quite get a leverage on anything. He was sort of just, it was just running out of stuff eventually, and then yeah, he managed to get a mini loop going with the. I could have actually sniped it with a ball, but he goes to the discard. The Lucifer. So he got Lucifer. I had to discard, I think, with a mini and a Sisu. Then I managed to hit a Sisu, and then I hit Be Prepared. Eventually, he just ran out of stuff. I just kept recovering the rabbit. Yeah, so just the board wipes, and I think I hit like a final Be Prepared as well. And eventually, he just ran out of steam. So we outground that. Game 2, guys, just go wide. Mini, Rafiki, just keep playing stuff, doesn't matter, discard, just to keep him wide. And yeah, he's just dead because I'm like 15 law, like 4 or 5 characters on the field, and he can't even go into under the sea or anything, so it's just dead. But sadly, so I'm on, what am I on? 2 wins, a loss and a draw, which is kind of naff really, I suppose, at that point. I have to go. No, on 2 losses, yeah. 2 losses, a win, and 2 losses, no. When the, 2 losses, 2 win, 2, yeah. Yeah, that's my round 5. Yeah, that's my round 5. So we're on 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. I have to go 6-2-1 to get the top, basically. So you have to tune everything else. So going to round 6, but we hit a bit of a problem, because I didn't realise this, because I'm very stupid in my game, it's been the problem with me. I've kind of, the game mechanics, tournament mechanics, I'm simply just too rusty, I think. Even though I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've been out for like 20 years. It's like, how do you still be forgetting the most basic things when it comes to, because melee annoys me anyway, to be honest, but I didn't check melee because I had to get on laptop and the rest of it. I should have gone. And I had good faith that all of the rounds were accurate and stuff because you wouldn't do it. But then I go into round 6, and for some reason, instead of being 17 points, I'm on 13 points. Like, what? How's wrong with that? And so I found out my opponent actually scuffed up the score. So I don't know if he did it deliberately or if it's an accident. But yeah, it's 1-1 he recorded it as. I'm like, what? No. So I have to go over to the head judge table, say, okay, this is wrong. He's like, fine. Can you repair it? No. So, okay, I'm actually going to get paired down to a 13-point player. And, to fix it for the following round, which is, it sucks, but I mean, I suppose it's working. There's a thing you can do, a cascading rollback, but that's a bit I think that's a bit complicated, and you have to do things. Again, it's ultimately down to me not really checking the score, not actually clicking it, so I really, that was my fault for having good faith in my opponent, but it wasn't my fault. Something you should just do. You should have this tournament procedure. You've got to check this sort of stuff. But unfortunately, I'm crap with technology, so it's I got a smartphone thing, but it can't record the stupid thing properly. And I managed to get my laptop up, but I don't know. So even if it's just wanted to do a table and say, hey, can you help record it, or can I double check this? But yeah. So I'm on 13 points for some reason. But so the following round will be on the proper correct score. But then, so I get paired down, I go into another Lemon 9 player, and it's just literally just Yu-Gi-Oh! He just goes into the Diablo bare necessities combo, and you're just so far behind. If you haven't got a board, if you haven't got a rabbit, you're just so far behind. And then game 2 just goes to shit as well, so I just lose 2-0 because Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, it's just crap. So, didn't hit the card draws, he hit the god hands and the nuts with the proper discard lines. And it's just how it was, and I was just like, okay, I'm dead out of the tournament now, so I'm kind of fucked. So we're kind of screwed out of that. So it's actually really annoying. So yeah, because I get paired down, I get into a match where it's wrong, and yeah, so could I have gone 2-0 in the next game? Would have won? Would have been washed 2-0 in the next game anyway? I don't know now, but my whole tournament's now basically ruined because I didn't check the score, and because my game 1 went so terribly. Because I didn't check my deck properly to the right number of brawls, and so it's like wasn't the right number of cards, and and then my steel song I just thrown the guy. So really, I've just completely kind of thrown this tournament's just gone to a complete disaster already. So yeah, so that kind of sucked really. So I'm just kind of annoyed about that really. And round 7 was round 7. It was I think there was another Ruby Sapphire. Is it round 7 or 8? I'm pretty sure it was round 7 was a Ruby Sapphire game again. I just got ahead. He sort of kind of bricked it really, and I just got ahead with the Flins and got ahead with the just the lines really. It's just I can't really explain. We just managed to go into be prepared 19 to 20, and how was that? And go to game 2, and it's like, okay, I'm going to open hand, we've got the line, we're going first, we're going to go Flynn into Sisu into Castle and drop the Given. It's like, fine, and for some reason we draw 4 Remunkables in a row, so we actually get to the Castle line, then it's like, okay, what do I do? Everything's linkable, I can't actually progress to my game state any further, and of course he just gets ahead of me. It's like, dude, come on, so I just completely brick for like no reason. So I don't know, I'm only paying like 15, 14 or 15, I think. So it's not like I was paying like too much. I mean, it's more normal because you pay the 4 be paired the 4 Melon Rabbit, the mixture of Sisus and Madame Medusa, and it's like I don't know. So yeah, I was just on one, and round 8 we play against Lemon Lime Aggro, which is just I think like one Banzai. I don't know. It's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be like some Daisy Duck, just aggro-y thing. You just go. I can't remember playing that. It was just the queens, 2 questions, questing, but I just washed it. You just had no card draw really in anything of it, and you can just pass the rushes. You have the brawls. You have. I just had Rafiki's as well, bashing down all the daisies as well. yeah, it's just I was just beating down Daisy Rafiki's with the snakes, had the balls, and it just ran out of steam, and it's just I it was good. It's good fun, but it's like it wasn't. I just seemed to just overwhelm it with just the weenies really just matched the aggro with the aggro stuff, and it just had the rushes. You've had Vanellope sniping stuff as well. Vanellope's actually not too bad. I don't know how much better it is than other rush things. I could probably just even go like Rafiki probably or something, probably gotten half the same results even though I can't snipe the Diablos, but and round 9 just drew. So just for Rapunzel, and that was it really. So that was it. And that was a bit of a baton, but yeah, so just drew for the Rapunzel, and but of course the big problem with that though is round 9 had a big drama about it. So you can't. They've changed the system how it works from Bokken. You can't just go to the counter and say, "Oh, I've won," whatever, and you get points, and you get the tickets and such. They made it so the round has to physically finish now to get the markup properly. So I was like, fine, I have to go wait for 40 minutes in the queue. So go to the queue, get to the thing, and it's like, okay, gotta wait. Oh no, we gotta wait back more. So it's still on 27 on the marker of melee. So go to things, and I'm just there waiting from about, what am I on? Before 7, and then we're talking about 7:15, we should have finished. So 7:15 rolls out, end of the round matches, okay, melee's going to update. There might be a few minutes over because that's how it's been going. So the tournament has been going a few minutes over time each run. So 5 minutes goes by, I'm here still standing for about 45-50 minutes in the queue. 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes goes by, 15 minutes goes by, 20 minutes goes by. We're almost 8 o'clock now, and then so everyone's been finishing. We're about 25 minutes behind the clock. People are now funneling through if they've got 30 points on round 8, which is fair enough. But now it's just lines getting bigger and bigger behind me. Now 500 people, 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, and then so an hour goes by, and it's like, yeah, and now it's like, so not only waiting for an hour, the round clock is hitting 40 minutes, and there's like 600 odd people behind me now, and it goes up again, and it's like 55 minutes or something, and I've been desperately trying to get home because my train is at 9 o'clock, so I have to actually leave the stadium, and then I've got to get a bus to the train station, and then I've got to get to the train station. So, but I've got to get to Rapunzel, and so we get there, and it's like basically best part of 2 hours, and now I'm having to be best part of 2 hours in the queue waiting for the Rapunzel with about 700 people behind me, and people can't really leave for drinks and stuff. There's people standing. There's something like a disabled queue as well. It's like people with their wheelchairs and different disabilities, able-bodied, whatever you want to how the term is. But yeah, so I don't know if that's a separate thing, but they weren't looking very. They were looking like they were waiting a long time for something as well, and I felt bad. So best part 2 hours go by, and it's just approaching 9 o'clock now, and I've missed my train. So get there at 9 o'clock, and it's like, oh, we can't resolve this melee score. It's one single score point. Somehow it's bugged with American servers, and they can't resolve this score for one reason or another. And you just go, oh, okay, what we're going to do is, so you always the staff who are on the laptops trying to resolve it, and okay, so what's happening here? And then 9 o'clock rolls by, oh, we got to wrap up, sorry, everyone come back tomorrow, we can't resolve this tonight, bye bye, come get collect your prizes tomorrow. Can't come back tomorrow, so I'm screwed. So yeah, there's a whole group of us, and it's like a big thing, we're just, oh, so a lot of people just waiting around, not just me, I don't really care so much about myself, but there's a lot of people waiting all this time, and they're just told to just go home, and they can't resolve it. So whatever was going on with melee, that needs to be resolved somehow. They've got to have a better way to fix it, because it's not just me, you have the staff all there working overtime, they're delayed, they're trying to get home, they're hungry, and they got me, I haven't been really, I could have gotten food and stuff, I've been waiting for food and drink. I hadn't had any dinner yet at this point, so I was going to wait, so I was going to go at 7 o'clock or whatever it was and get dinner. And no, I just thought I'd wait for the Rapunzel. And yeah, so a whole group of us, about 15-20 people, whatever it was, we just went over to, look, we can't do it, we can't come tomorrow. It's a big problem, and like, we can't get really people, it could have maybe got people to it. But they managed to resolve it. So if we had to just talk a bit of discussion with the judge, head judge, they phone back or what it is. They're going to tell something about Ravensburger. You need to talk to them about it. And yeah, so I managed to get the Rapunzel. You have to give your ID to them, show that you got the 30 points, and then that's it. So I managed to get the Rapunzel in the end, no points. But at a stage I've missed my train home, so I've got to sleep at the bus station. So because it's like, okay, so I'll get a hotel for 60 quid or whatever it is. And if I wanted to sell the Rapunzel, I'm probably getting about 80, 90 quid or something for it or whatever, I don't know. And then it's like, okay, so I have to get a hotel to get the Rapunzel, to sell the Rapunzel, to pay for the hotel I had to get the Rapunzel in the first place. And it's like, that's just so stupid. So I just slept at the bus station, had to get a bus at, there was a bus at 3 o'clock in the morning, but that's just to go to like Hastings and stuff, not to Hastings, to Heathrow. So I had to get hit, but there was another one at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I just slept and I just got a bus at 8 o'clock in the morning, and because that's like 15 quid, so as opposed to like 40 or whatever it is, so I just thought I'd screw it. So. But the sad thing is I was late seeing my father, who is currently in a care home with dementia, so I was late seeing him as well, so that sucked. So I wanted to see him on the Sunday. I was trying to see him on the Friday and couldn't, because I had to come up. I was trying to get to the venue in time for the pre-booking thing, but I was late for that as well. So they gave the people waiting in the line a Christoph promo, which is okay, fair enough, but it was very, very, something needs to be done really for that not to happen again, because it's not about me, it's about everyone just waiting in line, their welfare. They can stand around for over an hour and 2 hours, and there's a staff overtime. It's just unacceptable really. So that's just it really. So I'd say I'd do like a deck reference. Really, it's just a standard red Ruby-Amethyst I played, and then I wanted to either play my Ruby Sapphire, or I wanted to play, I think I was going to play Lemon Lime myself, or I was going to play Green Amethyst. But I was trying to get the Diablos, I was trying to trade for stuff for those, and I didn't have any time. I couldn't find my Prince Johns for some reason, so I was just missing certain cards. I was going through my junk, which I brought up with me, bought up a few boxes of stuff, and I couldn't get the deck I really wanted to play, really, and I was missing some things. I wasn't playing the Ruby-Amethyst deck I kind of really wanted to play. I sort of messed it up, and then the sleeves were all wrong, and the wrong cards. So yeah. So yeah, it was a bit of a disaster for me really. It was kind of a bit disappointing, but there's been some, it was good to see my friends and stuff up that way, and like community members I'm with, like the local people I meet up with, so that was all good and stuff. But I mean, I felt a bit sort of disappointing really, because a lot of things just happened, either just sort of messed up, and yeah, so either I should be more vigilant of, made sure I had my deck properly sorted, made sure my score was accurate. Yeah, but there's a real good shot me going 6-2-1, so that would have been enough to make it 2, I think. But I don't know, it seems a bit of a cost of, they were just too after, so we'll see with that, the set championships, what I do with that, how that goes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of almost done with Lorcana really now. It's just, if I want to carry on, because it's like, it keeps happening. If I'm going to keep messing up basic stuff like this, then it's just not really worth my time if I'm just going to keep messing up. So you're just spending all this money and all this aggro, and things like this happen, like with a delay, and having to sleep at train stations and bus stations and whatever, just to sort of go to events and stuff. I don't know if it's worth my time. So I'm just thinking this. So I will see if I can either tighten up on the mechanics a bit better, so I'm more vigilant on things like people reporting bad scores, making scores accurate, making sure my deck's properly sorted, just stupid little things like that, but we'll see. But thanks for the video, and thanks to the staff, and congratulations to the winners and the people who did well. Sam Ho, I'm going to shout out to him, he has made top 64. Jason Bads, who's from my local group, he made top 256. The rest, like Kaylee and everyone else, like Reese, yeah. So that's that. We'll see how next time we go, we'll see if I stay with the game, see what happens, see if I get good.